Right, hello guys, welcome to my episode 7 review of Wednesday, season 2. So in this episode we get to see a flashback of Dor and how he made a, relationship with Arnold, the one who got accused of all that stuff, which I guess he was a part of. And now it's all kind of catching up to him, as we see that Arnold, he ended up going to prison and stuff, his whole thing got exposed, and I guess Bianca's mum got in danger, and I guess he's kind of found where she is and is still using her, I guess. Yeah. So Bianca's kind of being forced still to do whatever he wants. Ian is just getting, things for her just getting worse. I mean, they might have stopped her death, but she could still, if she turns into a werewolf again, permanently stay that way, I guess. Yeah, which kind of sucks. And you got the dad eating flipping rats and shoot. Talking about their novel. Their relationship's still in a dumpster. Actually, really should have just stayed with Ajax, which it just seems like Ajax and Bianca might end up together, really. Yeah. I don't know how people think about Tyler, but I am hoping that at least he's able to save his mum, because he just, at the end of the day, he's just wanted someone to actually care about him, because his mom's just been in the dumpster because of he never really had the right people to be there for him. And probably the closest thing he had was basically Wednesday. Yeah. But, it's just been around the one people Thornhill and stuff. Now Isaac. If his mum never disappeared from his life, maybe things would have been different. Maybe Wednesday and Tyler probably would have ended up together. All that stuff. I don't know if he still would have been a Hive, but I'm just predicting he probably would have helped out more. I don't even think Thornhill would have been much of a threat to if she didn't have Tyler. So that situation would have been easier too. Yeah, no way she could do all that by herself. But yeah, I guess the mum's still sick since things kind of didn't fully go well since Wednesday stopped it. And yeah, they're just trying to look for stuff. Look for evidence. And then I guess he thinks of a plan of what they could do to track down Isaac using these butterflies, whatever you call them. Which they go across the campus to find Isaac. Yeah. Ajax still is trying to help Bianca, but she just says things are fine, which, she's lying because she's being forced to do Dort's dirty work still. Then, I guess they ended up using the grandma a lot, since I guess they couldn't really... I don't know why. I just would have loved to have a scene where literally all the Addams family members are together. Uncle Fester, the grandma, just everyone. But he's kind of on the run from the police, so I guess they can't really do it. He must be busy with another show, why he's not really in the show that much, and he's just kind of revealing the plan, and she didn't. Well, he's revealing the plan to the grandma, but obviously she doesn't want anything to do with it. So she gets forced by Bianca to do it, I guess. Yeah, they just break into her place to be able to help the mom get the medicine, and I guess Tiny has to use his blood to help the mom, I guess. Yeah. And I don't really want to play stuff because, probably shouldn't be away anyway. Just in case. Yeah. And she's still having a conversation, which it's just kind of cool that Morticia can actually talk with her. Yeah. Since her powers still work. Yeah. And I just don't get how Wednesday can see her if, but I guess because it's her spirit guide, that's the only way, even though she doesn't even have her powers. Yeah. They had to have some way for her to not be able to predict the future to stop things easier. But yeah, she's just locking herself up, so she doesn't do anything. But I guess she still ends up going to the gala anyway. And we'll get to that scene. And yeah, everyone's just going to see the grandma because she's actually gonna donate to Dor, and they just know something's wrong with that. Yeah. And Wednesday just works out it was to do with Bianca, so we actually get to see a rematch with Wednesday and Bianca. And let's just say Wednesday just ends up winning, actually defeats her because she ended up messing with her family, so no holds barred this time. And all she had to do was just really go to Wednesday, and because look how fast things get sorted out when Wednesday gets involved, and you got flipping Agnes just fully turning into Wednesday, which is just, she's not really being herself. And it seems like Enid later on in the episode ends up helping her become herself finally. instead of trying to be like Wednesday, and Wednesday just treats her like crap anyway. So even after helping her remember, I think, yeah. So I don't even know why she treats her like shit anyway. I just have to say it, because Agnes this season, man. Some situations would be worse. And then yeah, this scene when she sees Arnold, I guess, and Arnold's not really happy with how things are going. He wants his money, and he's gonna expose everything. So flipping Dort just literally kills Arnold in front of flipping Bianca. Like, it just burns him to death. And that's the best we kind of get to see of his power, since you just know it's going to be his downfall in this episode. So yeah, everyone's at the gala. I guess they have a plan to stop him this time, but they need to get the thing off his neck, because you can't really persuade him why he's got it on his neck. Yeah. But all it would take really is to just have a group of the students just gang up on him, even though you have to be careful because he could just burn you to death and then take it off him, and then Bianca can just control him. And well, this is more like the perfect place to expose him anyway, since he'll be in front of literally everyone. Yeah. And you know, it seems like she's still gonna go ahead with it and donate to Doe, but you know, they got their plan sorted. And I guess you get to see, I guess, Enid's boyfriend's other girlfriend, and just seeing her, she's just like, I don't want anything to do with this anymore. Yeah. And then she ends up seeing Agnes, and she ends up finally being nice to her. And even though like Enid finds out she was flipping stalking her, like, because she's, I guess, gonna do a dance routine. She's gonna dance at the gala, so I guess Agnes ends up finally joining her and telling her to be herself and stuff. So yeah, we kind of get a nice little scene there. And Pugsley just being miserable, no one cares about him, so he just ends up wandering off, which is a sign that things are gonna go bad there. Ajax ends up helping the mum escape, so flipping Bianca isn't really held hostage anymore. She can just finally do the right thing, which I've been waiting for the whole season. Took the penultimate episode, and they end up having a cool dance together. Like, it was probably beats flipping Wednesday's dance in season 1. Like, just seeing Agnes and Enid dance together in a cool way. Like, it's kind of done so well, yeah. With a Lady Gaga song that was released with this show, I guess. But yeah, their plan is just to basically get the Finn on his neck, and they'll be able to basically control him then. I thought Finn would have been able to sneak up on him, but since Agnes can turn invisible, so it's just literally helping stop Dort while dancing with Enid. That takes some skill, and I feel like she's kind of moving up in my top 10 going into season 3, yeah. Because she ended up being really useful, and then, you know, Bianca ends up controlling him and just exposing everything, so at that point, he's completely screwed, yeah. But then he tries to take Bianca hostage, but then Ajax ends up saving her, turns him into stone, and then he gets broken into pieces, yeah. Just a perfect way to end his tyranny. So now we just still got Isaac and Tyler to deal with, yeah. They're the last remaining threat, basically. And yeah, they basically stop the threat. And I guess the Grandma still wanted Wednesday to come with her, even though she doesn't really have her powers, but just the way how she was treating Gomez, I guess she wanted to stay, since I guess she loves her dad, yeah. And then they find out Pugsley's missing, since, you know, Adam's family's in danger, so they end up trying to look for him, but Isaac gets to him first, he gets taken, and yeah, that's just basically setting up the last episode. So I guess we'll see how that goes. So yeah, it was a good episode. And I guess the highlight of the episode, seeing Enid and Agnes dance together while stopping Dort at the same time. That's just awesome. Yeah. Bianca finally doing the right thing. Ajax being a go and helping the mum escape, like, yeah. And then, you know, he tried to help, but, you know, Isaac still got Pugsley, so we'll just see how that goes going into the last episode. Yeah. And this season so far, I guess I'd say I'd like the first half more than the second half, even though There was some highlights so far from what I've seen from the 3 episodes I've watched, but yeah, guess we'll just see how it ends. So yeah, that's my review. Appreciate you can leave a like. I'll see you in the next one. Whoa.